All right, Jonathan, you've written passionately about this issue. You take a strong stance on why you believe Canada needs to reopen the abortion debate. Why is that?
So I don't think we need a license from anybody to open the debate. We're having the debate. What I think we need is politicians to take action. This is something that we need to talk about on a political level in Ottawa, because there has been no law in Canada for 20 years. And that is not a tenable situation for a serious country like Canada.
If we do get this conversation started and Parliament begins to possibly take it to legislation, do you think it will go anywhere?
If you do have a majority government, and I'm not talking here about a secret agenda, because what I'm talking about is a piece of legislation that would reflect the way a lot of Canadians feel. And as I've written in the National Post, I think ultimately the form that would take would be the sort of law that you see in many parts of Europe, whereby you permit abortion up to a certain term, whether it's 12 weeks of gestation or 14 weeks or 16 weeks. The danger is that abortion policy de facto becomes controlled by unelected officials. It becomes controlled by your doctor, which isn't necessarily a bad thing in most instances. However, Canada is a serious civilized country, and in countries like this, we don't just have ad hoc policies that change from hospital to hospital based on whatever one doctor thinks. We have policies that reflect a moral and political consensus of the population.
Where have medical advances, especially in ultrasound, taken us in this debate?
Well, ultrasound technology, I think, has been a huge factor. And so, to the extent, not just ultrasound technology, but heartbeat and brain activity and all the other indicia of possessing human characteristics, it's made it difficult for mothers and for fathers to ignore the fact that their fetus, in some respects, physically resembles a baby. I think that parents should voluntarily educate themselves about the state of their fetus's development before they make a decision like that.
So is this G8 maternal health care controversy that's going on in Africa and Senator Ruth's comment, is this actually good for Canada?
It's a proxy debate. We're having a debate about what's essentially a proxy issue. We're too scared yet to have this debate on a political level about actual Canadian legislation. So instead, we're channeling that into a proxy debate about, well, should our money go to fund abortions overseas? And although the argument's been petty and it's been somewhat distracted and indirect, it is at least nice to have intelligent people having discussions like this one about an issue that we've been ignoring for too long.
Thank you, Jonathan Kay, for your time.
My pleasure.